Well, they've talked me into making another video. This time I decided to do this on Silver King, which I have 4 of here today. It's a brand that probably most of you have not heard of. They are still in business and have been in business since 1940, I believe. Their new models basically look like this red one here, and they're actually made in Colorado Springs, which is about 45 minutes from here. So that's kind of interesting. These 2 are my oldest Silver Kings. The one on the right is actually a private labeled model for someone. Silver King used to private label a lot of machines. This one was called a Vogue. Yep. This one also has the... I mess everything up. This one also has the tool caddy with it, which holds all of the attachments, as you can see, and the wands. It also came with a sort of different couple things that I haven't seen before. This one here being, I don't know what, I think it was the bag adapter that went inside of the container on the inlet when you wanted to use bags rather than use it bagless as you normally do. They used to make paper bags for it. This is the silver case Sudzer, new in the box. I haven't opened it, but I know it looks basically like this silver part on this sprayer. You would put it on the sprayer and use it to make foam shampoo. It would spray the water through the screen and turn the soap into foam. This one has had the hose replaced at some point, but overall it is the nicer of my 2 vintage Silver Kings. This next one was actually a Silver King, labeled Silver King. I'll show you what the label looks like. Model AE, I believe. This one has a hose more like what I think the other one would have had. It's kind of a strange early vinyl hose. This one has all of the attachments with it. The 2 wands, sprayer. This is actually a squeegee attachment for wet pickup. And this is the floor tool. This next one is my newest Silver King. It has the electrified hose and all of the attachments with it as well. I still have the original, or the people that gave it to me had the original box of tools with it, but the power head has been replaced. Normally it would have looked something more like that. Same power head though, aside from the label. And you can see pretty much all of the tools that I showed you on the other one. The only one not with the other one is this. Is kind of a claw tool, or a, I don't know, kind of dirty in there, for picking up, they say it's for picking up pet hair off of furniture. And you can see they have 2 sets of wands, one being for the power head and one for the floor tools. This next one here is another complete Silver King. This one does not have the box, but all of the tools are around the bumper. It has clips around there that hold the tools. And I guess I'll let you listen to one of the older ones and one of the newer ones to hear them. Set the camera down there for a second. And you can tell for an older vacuum it has quite a bit of suction. Doesn't want to let go. And I'll use this newer one for you. again. You can tell that one's got a lot more power. They do actually use a different kind of motor. This one having the bypass cooled motor. You can see the cooling vents on the side and top here, and the exhaust is down here in the lower shell of the motor housing, whereas on the older ones the motor exhaust is up here, and it was a through-flow cooled motor. I guess I'll show you the filters inside of these. I'll use this one since it's the smallest. This one has a disc filter. You remove the top, and then you have this frame here which also has the gasket that seals the two halves of the machine together. And then you have the disc filter. These used to be cellulose, but they've switched to a polypropylene fiber something, which works a lot better. And in here you can see I vacuumed with this one as well. And this is the where you removed this thing and I believe put that other piece in there. This piece here. And you had a bag that you actually fed through the intake, pulled it through, and it was actually held in place when you put the hose in. It was kind of a crude setup, but I guess it worked. And that's how they worked.